war wasn't started because Israel was trying to take Palestinian gas. This war was started because Hamas was going to create a Palestinian homeland. That's what October 7th was all about. The October 7th attack was designed to get Israel to overreact, to get Israel to commit to a fight in Gaza that could not be ignored, a fight of such magnitude that it would become existential in nature. Iran is 100% a nuclear power. It may not possess a functioning weapon right now, but it possesses all of the capabilities to produce a functioning weapon. And I believe that they possess the vast majority of the components for a functioning weapon. How religion can be interpreted based upon the present circumstance. A fatwa is not permanent.
Exactly.
A fatwa can be modified if the present circumstance has changed so much and it has religious implications.
Religious existential implications?
If Iran decides to take 60% uranium and run it through this IR-8 cascade, within a matter of days, they will have sufficient highly enriched uranium for up to 3 bombs, and within a week, up to 5 bombs. They already have the ability to turn uranium hexafluoride into metal. If Russia had done this, we'd still be condemning them today. We wouldn't miss a chance to condemn them. If anybody had done this, that's our opponent. We'd be pressing every day. It'd be headline news. America demands, the International Criminal Court prosecute this, that, and the other thing. The United States wanted to look what we did with Bosnian war criminals, and how we hunted them down, after the fact. But the murder of Hassan Nasrallah was a gimmick. It was a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you put 83 bombs, 2,000-pound bombs into a given area, and you collapsed the tunnel and you killed the man. We're going to keep the ceasefire deal. He was never going to. But see, by killing Nasrallah, no one's talking about the ceasefire deal. This is a war that Hezbollah has been preparing for 18 years. Hezbollah always said that the next war will be fought in Israel. But if I lived in Lebanon, and maybe if I were more intimately familiar with the day-to-day realities of Hezbollah, maybe Hassan Nasrallah wouldn't be on that pedestal. I fully understand that. So Israel, in standing up to UNIFIL, is standing up to the United States. It's standing up to Russia. It's standing up to France, China, Great Britain, all the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. What are they doing? Where are their voices? Why aren't they shouting out? Because this is a direct affront to them and everything they stand for. Who's talking about the million Southern Lebanese? If we're going to speak of the 60,000 Israelis, and again, as a human being, my heart goes out to everybody. You have a home, you have a family, you're displaced from that. It's disruptive. It's bad. We all want peace. We all want stability. We all want harmony. But what about the million Lebanese? Well, for instance, when we speak of Lebanon, there will be Americans that will say, well, are they Christian? And so they go, yes, they're, oh, well, then they're okay. But if they're Muslim, they're not okay. So somehow there's a difference between Christians and Muslims in terms of, what's a good Arab and what's a bad Arab. But even the Christians aren't real Christians, because at the end of the day, they're Arabs.
They're Arabs.
Even in the lead up to October 7th, many of the people that were part of the anti-war coalition opposing the war in Iraq were also part of the pro-Palestinian movement. And they would participate in trips to Gaza, trips to the West Bank, to respond to Israeli aggression. And I was invited to go on several of these, and I didn't. For whatever reason, again, I put the Lebanese in a category where I could feel empathy and compassion, but the Palestinians I had regulated to this area of indifference. I mean, the map is, I think, an expression of Israeli arrogance. Economically, Israel is a basket case. And I believe the economic harm that's been done to Israel is irrecoverable. But the reality is there won't be a two-state solution. What price freedom? This is the hope. For the first time in many generations, the children of the camp can look in the mirror and say, our children will be free.
So Why would the US election results matter to people?
Because what they're asking the American people to support is unsupportable. You know, we will abandon Israel like we'll abandon everybody else. You know, Israel's not essential to our existential survival as a nation. And therefore, the moment that the continued pro-Israeli policies raise an existential question of our survival, when push comes to shove, we will push Israel to the side, just like we push everybody else to the side. The President of the United States can shut this all down overnight.